Hello, everybody.
What's happening, everybody? How's it going?
And welcome to another episode
of
Tim and Theo's movie reviews. So last time I was the villain and I selected Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
which is horrible,
which Theo did not like, and I only gave a 3 out of 5, mainly for historical purposes.
What did I give?
I think you gave it a 1.5, maybe a 2.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I probably gave it a negative number. It was horrible.
Yeah, he didn't like it at all.
Didn't like it.
So it's his turn to pick a movie, and Theo, what did you pick?
The all-wonderful The Flash, or Flash, whatever the hell the movie's called.
It rhymes with trash.
I mean, it's not
trash. It's very close to it. So anyway,
it's pretty bad.
We're going to talk about Flash. Theo, what did you think about Flash?
I thought it was decent. It was a decent movie with decent things. It's not I thought it was pretty cool. Things were happening in the movie. I cared about Flash this time. I thought it was good. Ezra's a good actor. He's just a bad person. And that's the reason why people don't like this movie, is because he's a horrible human being. And I'm just saying, guys, we just got to let the artist art. You know what I'm saying? Let him art. And he also refused to never see the movie. And because he watched that bad movie,
he's not a good Flash. Ezra Miller is, and by the way, we're going to mess up maybe on their pronouns a couple times. I'm high.
Yes.
Plus I'm 42, so who cares?
41.
Listen, don't go to bars and slap bitches, and then maybe I can talk about whether or not I'm going to jump through hoops for you. But he's a good actor. He's a good actor, right? No, it's not.
Okay.
He's a good actor, but not in this role. He's not a good Flash.
I thought he was a decent Flash. This whole movie's just on some decent shit.
Grant Gustin is twice as good.
Yeah, but you can't have Grant Gustin.
You can have Grant. Listen, you don't need Grant Gustin to carry the movie if you would have written it better, because you tried to use the Flashpoint paradox, and you didn't do a good job with it.
But clearly, it wasn't Flashpoint.
A lot of the good stuff. It was mostly Flashpoint.
It was Flashpoint. Mostly, you know.
He went back in time to try to save his mom, which is the main plot of the Flashpoint paradox.
Everybody got mamas.
We didn't even get Thomas Wayne.
Everybody got mamas. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't even get Thomas Wayne, who's the ultra-violent Batman.
We don't need Thomas Wayne. Why? Because we got Martha.
Dean Morgan could have played him. It would have been amazing.
There's so many good stuff they could have done.
Instead, we got CGI Michael Keaton.
I will say this on the Michael Keaton.
Around like a crazy person.
I will say this on the Michael Keaton thing. I thought it was great that we had him. I thought it was great that he comes back. I just don't feel like we need to keep touching the things that we had. It was a good time. It was a great movie. Why do we have to go back there? You pretty much shat on Tim Burton's whole,
Me? I like Tim Burton. At least his Batman.
well, not you.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about...
you're talking about society. McDonald's mainly.
Yeah.
It was all McDonald's fault that we didn't get a
third Tim Burton
movie because they were bitchy about the toys.
I'm saying the movie Flash actually, I'll say that's why it's going to get such a low rating for me, is because why do we have to have those stuff? You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't you write it just a regular movie? We could have put Thomas Wayne in there, and it would have been good. But I did cream a little bit when I saw him say, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." That's fantastic.
That was a good
times. Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
When I saw the Batmobile,
I am fine with the Michael Keaton stuff. Now, some of it was goofy with the
CGI. On lock.
Yeah, they had a lot of those, but it doesn't save the movie for me. First of all, 2 Ezra Millers. That is a war crime in Hawaii. You can't do that in Honolulu. If 2 Ezra Millers showed up on the Big Island at the same time, they would have to call in the National Guard. That man went on a crime spree in Hawaii. That is the most white privileged thing to do on the history of the planet.
But clearly, you see what happens when you have 2 Ezra Millers trying to save the day. They fucked shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did not do a good job.
Here's the thing. On his running, I'm going to explain to you on his running. This is how I figure it out. He
Flash
can't
run.
But the thing is,
Why
he's
can't
a
the Flash
nerd.
run?
Because he's a nerd. What does a nerd know about running? He just really fast.
He's been the Flash for like 3-4 years at this point.
You know what I'm saying? And he still does the same thing that makes him, do the thing.
He needs to nerd out on running.
I mean, possibly.
It's ridiculous. He doesn't carry around those Ensure cups. That's what he should be carrying around. Drink those for energy.
Mm-hmm. If you got a pocket to put a watch, you got a pocket to put a sandwich.
That's true. Not only that, all that stuff fits in that little ringy.
In the room, you can't.
And you're gonna tell me that like Mr. Terrific can't whip you up some like food that pops out and you eat a super energy bar?
Maybe James Gunn will do something about the new DC universe.
Hopefully he will. Hopefully he will get rid of Ezra Miller as the Flash.
He did, and I'm just saying.
That's probably good for everyone at this point, especially just random tourists on the island of Hawaii. But anyway, so do you have anything else? Oh, so things I did like. I don't want to be completely negative. I like the lady that played Supergirl. She was good in this.
She was awesome.
I like the fact that they did do some multiverse stuff. It's probably, as far as like live action, it's probably the second best multiverse movie to come out. But that's not saying much for me because I hated Multiverse of Madness. That's the movie that made me quit Marvel. I think it's mid-tier at best. I did like the Batman stuff to a point. The CGI in this movie is terrible. There's no reason to have bad CGI in 2023, guys. I grew up in the 90s, and we used to have bad CGI back then, and it was like, okay, this will get better. And now it has gotten better, but somehow now it's getting worse.
I think they're going to go on strike next.
Yeah, I know they were trying to join. SAG was trying to get them along with it. So we'll see. And they need to get paid better because that, especially in the industry today, because that's getting more and more prevalent in movies.
In an industry
and they are getting worked to death over there.
Yeah.
But I am going to go ahead and give this movie a 2 out of 5. Not my cup of tea.
No.
I'm just not a fan. I didn't like Ezra Miller in the Justice League movies. I don't think he's a good Flash. I think he's good in a lot of stuff. I just watched him in that Stanford Prison Experiment movie. He's one of the leads in that. He's great. He plays a troubled teen, so I don't think he had to do that much acting. But he's not a good Flash. I'm sorry.
I'm giving it. So would you recommend it?
A 2 is not a recommend. My lowest recommend is a 3, and a 2 is you can skip it.
This one I'm giving a 3. I'm giving it a 3, which means, hey, check it out. Check it out.
It's 2 hours long,
It's
guys.
2 hours long. Just check it out.
You get 2 hours with 2 Ezras.
Well,
That's
the problem
4
is,
Ezras.
Ezra
That's how
Miller
math
is
works.
a good actor, and that's the reason why.
This movie is banned in Hawaii for all the right reasons. I'm just kidding.
He's a great actor. I thought the way he balanced both of his characters. He acted like 2 people, and I thought that was awesome.
He acted like 2 assholes.
Ezra Miller was not a homo person. It's like watching R. Kelly do a movie, and nobody wants that.
That's not a good argument.
Nobody wants that. But he's not full R. Kelly. He's just Robert. So I'm giving it a 3.
He's only in his 20s
Check
still.
it out.
Give him time. He'll catch up to R.
Check it out. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, gang.
Follow me. I'm at Tim Mathis Comedy.
At Theodore Comedy on everything, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's our Flash review. Next up is Halloween Resurrection.
Mm-hmm. Another one.
See ya.